Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Today we are finally reviewing the viral VT Reedle Serum. I'm not overstating it when I say hands down this has to be the most requested product review of the whole time I've been here on YouTube. And this, I think that's for a reason. This product is currently the hottest trending, the most Googled, and as of February, the best-selling Korean skincare product on planet Earth. Everyone is going mad for it, but I've got some thoughts, feelings and opinions having tried it, and I want to share them with you today. So sit back, relax, and let's review the viral VT Serum. Now, before we get into this video, I've just got a little bit of a favour, a little request to ask of you guys. If you haven't already, if you could reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a like. The reason that I ask this is it really does support me as a content creator. Here on Mad About Skin, I don't do sponsored content. I feel that helps me to retain my independence and just share with you my honest, unbiased thoughts, feelings and opinions. When it comes to this product, there are a lot of reviews out there, but the vast majority of them are sponsored. Now that's no shade to those content creators that do sponsored reviews, but for me I think there's a real gap in the market that I want to fill. If you want to continue to support me in producing unsponsored reviews like this, the best way of doing it, like I said, is to give the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So hopefully we can just get this unsponsored message out there and help people to work out whether this is a serum that belongs or should be avoided when it comes to their own skincare routine. I'd of course love to know your own thoughts, feelings and opinions, so sound off in the comments section below. And in the meantime, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So, the VT Reedle Shot Serum. The viral sensation, we're going to talk about it all, the pros, the cons, before and after, all the information you guys need. I've broken this video down into timestamps, which I've linked in the description box below. If you're more interested in one section of the video over another, use those timestamps to navigate your way through. They're there for your convenience. I've also listed a number of retailers that do stock this product, so if you want to make a purchase, you want to check out the ingredients, read some other reviews, again, those links are in the description box for your convenience, so be my guest. Now, I think the best place to start is, what is this serum? What makes it special? So on the face of it, this serum is just a Centella Asiatica infused plumping and firming serum. There's lots of them out there on the market. This is nothing different or special in terms of the ingredients, with one exception. This serum actually contains spicules. Now, spicules are terrifying if looked at under a microscope. I'll leave an image of them here. But these spicules are designed to actually enhance the penetration of the key ingredients in this formulation. This is packed full of, like I say, all those calming and soothing ingredients I'm going to come on to in a minute, but also a great blend of amino acids. These amino acids can struggle to get into the skin to where they need to be in order to give maximum performance. And these spicules will honestly help increase the penetration rate and help just make sure you're getting maximum benefits. This truly is unique when you look at the serums that are out there on the market, and I think this is why it's getting an awful lot of hype. Now, we have a lot to talk about in this video in terms of the spicules, what they can and can't deliver and everything, but I think let's first talk about the serum, the price point and the options. So you have 4 different strengths. There's a 50, a 100, a 300 and a 700. Now each one of these strengths has an increased number of those spicules and has a different application technique. The 50 and the 100s, which is the one that I personally used and will be sharing my thoughts, feelings and opinions of in today's video, should be used daily for the best results. The 300 should be used every 3rd day, and the 700 should be used once a week. That's definitely worth calling out because the strength that you buy will dictate how frequently you should use it, and I would always recommend you stick to that sort of dosing regimen for the very best results. There's an image here of the differences, which hopefully if you want to pause the video will help you understand that in more detail. But for me, I went for the 100, which seems to be the best selling of the options, and I think the best all-rounder. So in this serum, what you're getting alongside those spicules are a beautiful dose of Centella Asiatica. You're also getting some of the isolated compounds of Centella Asiatica, such as madecassoside, madecassic acid, all those things that are going to double down on the calming and soothing nature of the serum. This I absolutely love. You also get one of the very best amino acid blends I think I've seen in skincare. There are hundreds of different amino acids, some of them are essential, some are non-essential, some do different things to others. This has what I call like the perfect blend of multiple different amino acids, some of which are going to help with wound healing, others which are going to calm and soothe, some which are going to hydrate. Altogether, I think this just based on that formulation of amino acids, is something pretty special. And if we're then harnessing that spicule technology in order to get maximum penetration, that also takes it up a notch into like the next tier in terms of performance. The price point I paid was actually £25. And I think if you use this every single day like they recommend with the 100, that'll probably last you about 6 weeks. Now, I've only actually been using this serum for the past 7 days, and I can't show it because I actually took it with me to visit some family over in Gibraltar and left it there. So I will be putting another one on order in order to complete this, and I'm going to come on to that later. But I actually think, based on the claims of this brand, which says that you should see results from this within 3 days, actually, let's take them at their word. 7 days, whilst I wouldn't normally consider that long enough to do a skincare review, if the brand says that I should already be seeing results, then let's take them at their word and test that. Honestly, I'm here to say I got some pretty great results from this. So during that 7-day period, I applied it daily like they recommended, and I initially got quite an intense prickling. Those spicules, I find when you apply them, they definitely have a tingle. They have a little bit of a prickling sensation. I liken it almost to azelaic acid. If you're new to azelaic acid and you use a high strength one first off, you get that prickling sensation. That's really what you got with this. It went after about 3 minutes. It certainly wasn't painful in any way, but it's something to call out because if you're going to try this and use it, you're probably going to be a little bit shocked when you first apply it. I definitely found that patting this into the skin reduced that sensation versus rubbing it, so I would personally recommend that. I used it once a day, not twice a day like I've seen some people do online. The recommended usage is once a day, every day, and I did that in a morning. I actually used this after my copper peptide serum and after I'd used like my Azuraline, my Matrixyl, all those great peptides, because my theory on this was if I've already got some great products on the skin, applying this on top, that spicule technology will also help some of those copper peptides kind of penetrate the skin as well. I don't know if there's any scientific basis for that, but in my head that made sense. So I actually used this after a couple of my other serums. I instantly got a hydration and a plumpness. This serum, there are a lot of serums out there that'll plump. In fact, I covered some of my favorites in a video, which I'll link up there. Most hyaluronic acid based serums, which this has hyaluronic acid in, will plump the skin. But this, I noticed the plumping after the first like 10 minutes was way more noticeable than with other serums that I tried, and my skin just felt bouncy and juicy. After 3 days of use, I can hands down say, honestly, my skin had never felt smoother. It was like baby soft. Smoothest skin I'd ever got. And I wasn't really expecting that. I expected the hydration. I expected the plumpness. I wasn't expecting my skin to feel so smooth. Having, used tretinoin as an example, over time that gave a smoothness, but not in the same league as this. This was honestly the smoothest my skin has ever been. And after just 7 days, I kind of noticed that my hyperpigmentation was fading. I don't have a lot of hyperpigmentation, but I get a little on the cheeks, a little on the forehead where I have breakouts. And after just 7 days, this started to eradicate some of that, and I could definitely see that it was lifting. Again, I wasn't expecting that, and I certainly went into this as a skeptic and was completely bowled over after 7 days. Now, like I say, I came home from my trip, I'd left the product there, so that kind of stopped that. But after just those 7 days, I saw such a noticeable before and after that it's convinced me to buy another and to keep going with it. When it comes to this spicule technology, like I say, be aware of that slight tingling sensation that you will get. It's not out of the ordinary, but it's definitely worth noting. And I would caveat say, I think if you've got very sensitive skin, I probably wouldn't use this serum. Whilst a lot of the ingredients are calming and soothing, which look great for sensitive skin, I think because of those spicules, I probably would avoid it. Now, the technology behind this, let's talk a little bit about those spicules themselves. So the technology behind this is if you use these spicules to almost inject, that's a bit of a layman's explanation, there's no injection actually happening. But what these spicules are designed to do is drive the ingredients, the product, deeper into the skin beyond what you'd normally get from a topical application. It's not coming really deep into the skin like you'd expect with like a needle or anything. These particles are microscopic, but it will help it go beneath the initial dead skin layer that we all carry around. These are going to encourage cell renewal, cell turnover. This is why I think relatively quickly I got that smoother skin. It's almost akin to an exfoliation. It definitely got that plumping beyond what I would normally expect from a hyaluronic acid serum. So I definitely felt that it was going into the skin doing a little bit more. There are some studies out there into the use of spicules. They are pretty much in their infancy, but the ones that I was able to read did show some promising results versus a placebo group. This is where they apply a product without spicules and a product with spicules, and they kind of measure the two groups. And there was a meaningful and different improvement in the group which actually used the spicule infused products versus not. So there's definitely some data, albeit in its infancy, as to the use of these spicules. I was sold. However, I did watch a video by Dr. Dre. I'm going to link that in the description box below. She's a board certified dermatologist, and I always watch her videos because I do feel she adds a really good in-depth scientific perspective to everything. In her video, she hadn't actually tried the serum. She decided not to because she wasn't sure with these spicules exactly what happened to them. They're in the skin. What happens to them? Now, the theory is over time, our skin renews itself once every 28 days. You get that cell turnover, so the skin that I have now on the surface won't be the same as what I have in 28 days time, and that these spicules are absolutely microscopic, and over time they'll just be exfoliated out of the skin like anything else. That makes perfect sense. But Dr. Dre's theory in this was that we don't know in the long term what's this going to do. You know, I'm not going to take the words out of her mouth. The video is linked. I would recommend everyone check it out. Now, having watched that Dr. Dre video, I've decided what I'm going to do is use this serum, the 100, on for 28 days, then take a month-long pause. So I'm going to use it for 28 days, then take a break for 28 days. And my theory behind doing this is, you know, using it for 28 days allows me to get the amazing benefits. I'll then have 28 days for my skin to kind of renew, release the upper layer of dead skin cells with any of the spicules, and then I can go back in, repeat again. This for me seems like the most logical application because I do want to continue with the great results that I've got, which honestly genuinely stunned me. But I do want to do so in a cautious way, like I say, having watched that Dr. Dre video. That's my decision, and different people will have different perspectives. Obviously, the best results are going to be seen by using this continuously without a break. But for me, I think that's going to give me the best results, weighing up all of the pros and cons. I definitely don't want to do away with this serum, which it takes a lot to impress me. I try a lot of skincare. It takes a lot to impress me. And it also takes a lot for me to be genuinely see those results. Because I'm on top of my skincare game, when I apply a product, even if it's a really good product, I might only see marginal benefits. So the fact that I saw such amazing benefits with this in such a short space of time really, yeah, kind of impressed me. And whilst I would normally say 7 days isn't enough for a review, I think when a brand is saying that, you know, amazing results in 3 days, we need to put that to the test. And so in a way, whilst I didn't intend to leave the product behind, which I'm kicking myself for now, I am kind of pleased that I did, because this allows me to do that, like, short treatment, will it actually work? And I'm here to say it absolutely will. Now, I know a lot of people out there have tried this product, so I would love to know what your thoughts, feelings, and opinions are in the comment section below. My advice would be avoid if you have super sensitive skin. For everyone else, this could be an amazing addition to your skincare routine if kind of used in the right way. Choose your strength correctly. For me, I think the 100 is the best option. You're minimizing the risk of that prickling and sensitivity whilst getting really great results. I also know myself that I work better with something I use every day because I often forget. If I'm using something every 3 days or every 7 days, I often forget. So this just aligns with me and how I work in terms of my skincare that little bit better. There are also people that go for the super high strength 700 and use it once a week. If you're someone that likes an infrequent application, that might work a lot better. But again, know that you're going to get more prickling than you would from the 100. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I tried it. I'm glad that I looked past a lot of the sponsorship, because a lot of the sponsored videos are like, this is amazing. This is game changing. It's the best serum you'll ever apply. It was really good. As someone who spent their own hard-earned coin on it, it was really good. I genuinely got a great results from it, and I was genuinely impressed and shocked. But taking out some of that hyperbole that you see from, you know, those sponsored videos, because in truth, I think this is a wonderful serum if you're looking for a quick fix. Boost the hydration levels, plump out the skin, fade your hyperpigmentation, but I don't think that this can replace every other step in your skincare routine like some people claim. This for me is a nice addition rather than something that's going to replace everything that I already do, and I definitely would want that to be the message that you take away from this video. So, be honest, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye!